One of my favorite Ghanaian artists, Pure Akan, with that music, Sikedro, bringing us to 7 minutes to the hour 9. Welcome back to the show. This is the AM Club on MX24 TV, and we are live. My name is Godwin Nambo. It's time for Lifestyle Daily, and today we are continuing a series on starting off the year right. Today's conversation is about proper financial management. I'm super excited about my guest this morning. You know him, is no new face to the AM Club. Let me tell you, Apostle Theophilus Jeffries. He's lead pastor and founder of Ever Flourishing City Chapel International, that's EFCCI, in Spentex. He's the president and founder of the Accra College of Professional Coaching and Training Institute, ACPCTI. He's a certified life success management, leadership, and relationship coach, which I love about him. And he's also a certified financial intelligence and emotional intelligence coach and therapist, transformational marriage counselor, and more. He goes on and on and on. And I'm super excited because Apostle has joined my family. We have the same hairstyle now. I want to believe that, Apostle, I'm doing too low, but I want to believe that I influenced this hairstyle. It looks so good on you.
Wow.
You look like John the Baptist.
John the Baptist.
Yeah. Even John the Baptist. I feel like John the Baptist had Rasta.
Well, that's for John the
Locks.
Baptist. Yeah, of course. His dress code, his diet, his speech were not the normal. He didn't talk normally. He didn't dress normally. In fact, his food, his dress, and his speech were abnormal.
Someone who ate locusts and honey.
Yeah, locusts and honey. And his dress was from animal
Skin.
Of course, and his language was very vocal. You vipers, you broke like
Very bold.
But that was what God have called him to do. So
Was he a prophet?
He was a prophet.
So they never addressed him. The New Testament does not address him as a prophet, but it seems he was a prophet.
That is why there was a time that the Pharisees came to ask Jesus that, by whose power are you doing this miracle? Then Jesus also asked them a question. John the Baptist, is he from God or is from men? Then they went back and said, no, if we say John is not from God, everybody here believe that John is a prophet. They will stone us.
True.
And then if we say, well, he's from God, he will ask us, then why is it that you don't believe in him? So they came and said, then we don't know.
No. Well, I know we are not doing a religion this morning. Thank you so much. If I see you, I need to learn something
Of course,
in the Bible from you. Doc.
It's your briefing in.
Apostle, yes. Today we are talking about proper financial management. I'm so tempted to ask you how you feel about the Black Stars, though. Let me see if I can take 1 minute to ask your opinion.
Of course, life, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Everybody went into the game to win. So as for me...
So every day you will lose?
Well, I don't think every day they are losing. So.
Apostle, okay. Let's go back to financial management. Let's talk about proper financial management. Apostle, I always say that one of the things that we didn't get, my generation, let's say millennials, one of the things we were not taught, rather I should say, I don't know about the Gen Zs and what they're learning in school now, but one of the things that we are barely taught is financial management. Finances and money, dealing with money, starting a business and all that. We're not taught at home unless you come from a home where it is readily available. Your father wants to imbibe it in you. But in school, we are not taught. In the house, we are not taught. In the workplace, we are not taught. So how important is financial knowledge and financial management?
You see, I think that not only our generation, when you look at the perennial and all our stuff, these particular subjects have not been taught. We just grow and assume that people should just go along with common sense. Somebody asked me a question that what do I think was one of the greatest money mistake most people committed last year? And I said that mistake was spending money with common sense. Yes, common sense. Because you see, money is not a common commodity. Money is a scarce commodity, but available but not accessible. Money is a sacred commodity. Money is the commodity everybody is pursuing. So it's not a common commodity that you can easily just find. So you don't go to the money market with common sense. When you are a businessman or whatever you do, you are going to look for money. Going to look for money, money has a market. You go into the money market. You don't go there with common sense. But normally, people go to the money market with common sense. And you see, this thing called money, it can swindle you. It can dwindle you. It can dribble you. So that's why a lot of people, they have been swindled. A lot of people, they have been dwindled. Some of them cry, they don't even understand the head and tail. So you are losing money, you are losing capital, you are losing it because it's based on common sense. Having the desire, the appetite, the zeal to invest money does not mean that you should go and invest. You don't spend money with common sense. You don't invest with common sense. You don't spend with common sense. You don't even make business with common sense. But generally around, many people just assume that, oh, of course, I know it. No. That's an assumed knowledge. Assumed knowledge is wrong. It's called an assumption. And the matter of most frustration is called assumption. I believe that people should be spending money with two kinds of sense, not the common sense. What you call acquire sense, the one you acquire yourself. You must self-educate, read, educate. Do you know most people are doing businesses that they know nothing about? You can, if I'm to sell this iPad and I will make good money, I should understand this iPad because I'm going to be dealing with customers, and business grows with customers. The business feed on customers. Business die when there are no customers. So anybody we want to put out of business, that's why even let me just chip in like the church. So people are false prophets and blah, blah, blah. False prophets will be there because they have customers. Those which are false believers. So there are more false Christians, false believers than false prophets. If we really want them out, people should stop patronizing them. Businesses will be extinct, will die if there are no customers. So when you go to the money market, you are looking for money, you should know what money is. Money is customers. So a customer has your money. Now, dealing with every customer, you must understand how to handle these customers, how to deal with these customers. Do you read? Do you study? So if I'm to sell this product to a customer, I must educate the customer about the importance of this iPad, what it can do, what it would help you do your business, your family. Can you imagine if I can educate you properly on my product? Most people can't educate their customers properly on their product. The effectiveness, the efficiency, the help, the importance. They go, oh, this is good, oh, it's good, oh, it's good, oh. But real ones, even on when you go to the stations, those who come to the lorry park, like the Trotsky, they are selling some product. Those who can talk well, they can vibe well. They'll talk, they'll describe the product. At the end of the day, they convince you. Because in marketing, you are not convincing, you are persuading. You want to persuade your customer. Persuasion means that you must give them reason why they must buy it. Why, if they don't buy, they'll be at loss. So that comes to a lot of knowledge. When I go to bookshops to buy books and people are around me, I help the bookshop get more money because most of the books I have read. So once you pick this book, it's, oh, this book is a very important book. I can tell you blah, 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 what you get from this book and this one, this one, this one. Say, oh, I say, yes. Assuming I sell for such a person, I can help him scale his customer base. People go to business with common sense, bad. Go in acquire sense. So yourself, acquire it. Learn, read, self-educate. Critique yourself. If you are doing well, you are doing well. If you are doing bad, then the second one is called expertise sense. Sometimes you need to pause your brain, allow somebody else to think for you. That's what we call consultation. And guess what? In Africa, consultation business it doesn't do well because we don't value knowledge. Decide to be a consultant. I've even stated that this year, most people are most interested in their physical health. So most have even gone to see their medical doctors to do a thorough physical checkup to see whether they're physically healthy. How many have gone to see a financial advisor? How many have gone to see a business a consultant for us to ascertain and scan you to see whether financially your business is healthy, whether there are mistakes that you have committed or you are about to commit that is going to land you into future crisis. Many have not done that. If we say that, they will not patronize us. If I even want to charge for consulting for finances, they say, oh, people wouldn't want to appreciate that because we don't appreciate expertise sense, where you must consult an expert. Go there, pay. You see, sometimes people come and say, Apostle, oh, you know my money, can you say something? People want me to just say one line to solve their crisis. You are in debt. You are in financial crisis. One statement from my mouth can solve your debt crisis. Problem. Because you were not in debt because of one decision. You find yourself in that particular spot because of series of activities, series of misconduct, series of events that landed you there. So for you to come out, it can't be automatic, it might be systematic. So it's a systemic process that can take you out of debt because it was a systemic event that took you inside debt. You went into debt because of lifestyle, some practices, some event. See, Physically, there will be some diseases within your body. When you go to do a scan, when you go to see your doctor, they can detect it early. Then they can help you avert it. If most people don't go to see a certified financial consultant to be able to see whether financially are you healthy, I understand physical health is important.
Apostle, I know I should have brought my notebook and my pen because I know there's so much in there that you pour out, and if I don't take it, I'll miss. I'll miss it all. So let's backtrack a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that you started with understanding money, what money is.
Yeah.
I have heard that most people don't know what money is.
Of course.
Because it seems to me that this is the one
most people don't know what money is. It's a very important statement.
This is the one thing that every single person
is chasing.
Even the 15-year-old.
Everybody's chasing it.
Apart from people who, of course, who depend on guardians and all that. But every person, the same amount of money in the world, the same dollars that have been printed, the same cities that have been printed, everyone is looking for the same amount. And you're competing with everybody else to get this thing. What is this thing called money?
Okay. You see, if I should have a currency, you already, so it's a legal tender.
Okay.
When you see it on Monday, already, this is a legal tender for the payment of any amount. So money actually is not the paper. The paper is what we use to measure and value how much you have.
So why are we chasing it?
Okay, so we chase it because that is what they have used now to pay for labor.
Okay.
Because that is like when you went to school, they certify you. Your certification is a proof of knowledge. So when you claim that you are a doctor, have you been certified? Okay. You understand that one? So the cash in my hand is a proof that I have value.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Because anybody who has value gets money.
Okay.
Do you know that when you are a teacher, you have value? Your value is your knowledge. When you are an electrician, you have value. Your value is what? The knowledge. So the first definition for money is value, which is intangible. The doctor has value. Where is it? It's intangible. It's his knowledge. So anybody going to school learning a skill is getting value, and the value you don't see it. It's intangible. It's invincible. It's inside the head. People should understand that. So the value you have is what is going to attract the money. Like you've said, everybody is chasing this thing called money. That is why anything everybody is chasing, you don't pursue. You can't catch it. You know how you do to it? You attract it. That's why love, you don't chase love. Because everybody is chasing love.
Talk to me, please.
Everybody is chasing love. So if you chase love, love will run away from you. I wrote a book, out of which I will make this statement. I said that 10 things that money is. Number one, money is like a butterfly. You don't chase butterflies because
you never catch it.
You can't catch it. What do? You have to come back now, prepare a very nice, cozy, tantalizing, attractive, welcoming ambience garden. Just leave it there. Then the butterflies will come in. So as a business person, you don't chase money, you attract the money. You don't chase customers, you attract the customer. So all the advert, all the marketing, everything you do, you are doing that to attract customers. That's why you have to be intentional about projecting your business, projecting your product, because that's what you're going to use to attract. So your ability to attract value. We call something the law of money magnetization. That says that you must have value. You must sell value. You must increase in value. And you must keep selling value. So when you open a restaurant, you have value. Food, it has value. And most restaurants do well at the first month, second month, because the food tastes nice, everything is okay. For you to continue in business, you must maintain the value. You must increase value. The more you increase value, the more you are paid. That's why they will pay a degree holder better than a diploma holder. They will pay a master degree holder better than what? A normal degree. So the more you increase in your value, the more money you are attracting.
Beautiful. So now what I get is this. Yeah. So money is value.
Money is value.
So let's say if this is value, even though it's intangible, let's imagine that it's tangible and I'm holding it here. So this is the value. I.e., let's say my acting skills or
the value.
My acquired knowledge in medicine or in carpentry and all that. This is the value. And then the money, the physical cash here, represents the value I have here. So this attracts this. There's an exchange. So this brings about this.
Of course.
Okay? And everybody's chasing it. Is it possible that there are people who don't have value but have money?
So anybody who is making money without offering value is a thief.
Okay.
No, you are a thief.
I'm understanding it because if you
Yes.
think about it.
Anybody, you are a thief.
If this brings this, then if you don't have this, how do you have this?
That is why any money that you have not earned, you lack the wisdom to manage.
Okay.
Any money that you are having, you are hoarding, that you have not earned, you have not made yourself, you don't have the wisdom to manage. That's why a lot of parents who are first generational wealth creators has a lot of money, and then they brought up their keys. Now, most of the time, most of those children don't even know how the money came about. So after they are gone and handed over, you realize that those kids can't handle the conglomerate because they don't know how the money was made. So they lack the ability to maintain and manage it.
They don't have the value that
they can't. Do you know why? Because tough time will always produce strong men. And strong men will produce what? Easy time. Easy time produce weak men. So if your father came from a tough background, you understand that one? He'll grow tough. He'll become when you come from a difficult time, very difficult background, he's going to be tough.
Yeah.
So his toughness is going to bring in the money. Now, when he gets the money, he has easy time. He's going to bring up children who are coming to join the easy time. And easy time produces weak men.
People.
That's why usually when your background is very difficult, you learn a lot of wisdom that are not taught in school. That is called intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So now we understand
Yes.
what money is. We basically understand that money is value.
Money is value.
And it's just an exchange. So
Yes.
even going into this year, 2024, everybody is going to look for that. Everybody's looking for that money.
Yeah.
So it means that they have to use their value to attract
Yes.
that money.
Yeah.
So perhaps those who have graduated with their masters, they're going to learn something.
Yeah.
Those who have carpentry skills, shoemaking skills and all that will be attracting this money. Okay, now we're attracting the money. You said something that in attracting the money, when you go to the money market.
Money market, yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm using my value to go to the money market.
Of course.
So just to be practical, let's say this is a market, right?
Yeah.
MX24 is a market.
It's a market.
I'm using my value to attract some money, some salary at the end of the month.
Of course.
Right? So I've come to the market here, and I'm coming to attract money. You said I don't need common sense. I need
you need acquired sense,
which is what I've learned.
Oh, yes.
And then there's the
expertise sense.
Expertise sense.
Yes.
What's the difference between the acquired and expertise?
Okay, so you see, the expert knows the technicalities.
Okay.
That you don't see. If an engineer enters a building, because of his engineering eye, he can see a lot of things wrong with the building you can't see with your normal eye. A lawyer comes with a legal eye. He reads that document that you went to school, but you can read, but with his legal eye, when he reads that phrase, shall, he knows that shall in law is mandatory. You don't know that. So with his expertise, he can see all the things that are beneath, all the things that are hidden. That is why you don't go to invest. See, do you know one of the lies, one of the most important advice the banks give you that they don't follow themselves, that they will never even want you to know?
Tell me.
Okay. They tell you to come and save your money with them. Keep your money with us. Do you know that the money that you give to the bank, that they should keep for you, if they should keep your money, they'll go bankrupt?
Yes.
So they are saying, we will keep money for you. Banks don't keep money. Because any cash that is not in motion is dying. Cash must be flowing.
Currency.
Yes, it's a currency. It must flow. Okay. So though the bank tell, you bring us your money, we'll keep the money for you. When you bring the money, they are looking for people to come and buy the money. Looking for investment, looking for a place to send the money. So they send the money and give the money assignment. So they don't follow. Any bank that keeps money will be broke, will die, they will collapse. But guess what? That's all they tell you. An expert tells you that no. The banks are focusing on saving. And your saving account will soon become shaving account. Because money in a saving account will soon depreciate. Yeah. Because we live in a system where every time inflation.
And there's monthly deductions.
Yes, so all those also, your money in a saving account, it use nothing. Keeping money there alone, they will have had 1 million there for 1 year. That's depreciated. And time value has even affected it. So your focus should not be saving. Your focus should be investment.
Okay. And this is what the expert will teach me.
Expert will teach you, will show you the details.
So let's say, let me not use MX24. Let me say I'm going to the market, the money market again, by using knowledge I've learned in cooking.
Yeah.
So I want to sell beans.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the one that I've learned that, oh, when you go and sell business, look for customers here, look
Blah,
for
blah, blah, blah,
But then there's the expert sense where they'll tell me that when you position yourself in Adenta, you won't get people.
Yeah.
So position yourself at Medina.
Yeah.
That's where the experts come in. That's the expertise sense you're talking about.
Yes,
right?
kind of.
Is that what you're saying?
Because kind of, because when you are going there, you see, because something visibility study.
Okay.
That quite a lot of business, everybody use that way, visibility study, blah, 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 blah. In visibility study, you're looking for the gap.
Okay.
So maybe around Medina from, let's say, the Medina Zongo Junction, the towards Race Junction. That's realize that
a lot of people pass there.
People pass there a lot, but there's no particular food joint there. Now, so you assume that, oh, okay, if I go and sell food there, I'll do very well.
That you use your acquired.
That is your acquired. But the
okay.
expertise tells you that it's not about looking for the gap. Is there market in the gap?
Okay.
Because you can go to a place where people don't they don't wear shoes. It's, oh wow, they don't wear shoes here. So if I bring shoe here, it will sell. That is a gap. We call it gapology. The sort of gapology, that the gap, like the missing link that you must fill in. But you are not looking for the missing link. You are looking for, is there market? That's why people go and open a shop in a particular place, either stuff like that, for 1 year. People are not buying. There's nothing wrong with your goods. But they say you lack something. There's something else you didn't know. Something that your physical eye didn't see. Your acquired sense didn't see. So you must make inquiry. When you go and see the doctor tells you more details than your normal diagnosis you can't get.
Sure.
Because he's been trained to look at your eyes and tell whether it's jaundice. He said, oh, ma'am, headache. It's not every headache that even require medicine. No. Oh, yeah, there are some headache you only need sleep. Some headache, you need water.
The expert will tell you that.
Expert will tell you that some headache, you just need to, you are watching the screen too much.
Beautiful. Okay, so acquired knowledge, expert knowledge,
Yes.
and then what else do we need to know?
Okay, so acquired knowledge, expert knowledge is key. The other thing I want to talk about is that people should not be careless with money. How do I mean? Anything which has monetary value is money in this year. So when you are careless, if I'm careless with this iPad, it says that it's going to fall. I may break the screen. I got to repair it. So anytime you are careless with anything which has monetary value, you are going to burn money. There are 4 B's of money. You are either going to bury money, borrow money, burn money, or budget money. Most people burn. How do you burn money? When you don't take care of anything that has monetary value. People are careless with their mobile phone. They are buying phone every 3 months. So whether you are going to be repairing or replacing, it takes money. So in the repairing, in the replacing, money will be spent. And monies that maybe you have allocated for something else. So people have to take good care of anything. That's why you must be a good manager of your product, of your household, of your TV, of your dress, of your shoe. Your shoe, you should manage your shoe. Your car. If you don't maintain your car, most people, once they can spark the car and the engine is on, they are going. That's a wrong, bad money habit. People don't know those are all bad money habits, because if the car breaks down, if the engine has problem, stuff like that, you're going to spend more money. But if you have the maintenance culture and then you take care, you are not careless in the spending, you are not careless in how you handle your gadget, your stuff, you can preserve money this year. From now to December, a lot of people should not be able to waste money on a lot of repairs if they can be careful, if they can pay attention. That's why I'll come to the managing money alphabet. A. Accountability, paying attention, give attendance. How do I mean? You must be accountable to yourself. And you need accountability partner in that business. Some people, he's the owner of the business. He reports to nobody. So basically, he doesn't even need to be accountable to anybody. Do you know once you are not accountable, you become your own boss? And very few human beings can be self-disciplined and can lead themselves. So you need to be accountable to somebody, to a mentor, to a leader, to a coach, somebody you, especially when you are starting business afresh as a young person, be accountable. Number 2, be accountable to the business. The business, you owe the business honor. The business you are doing, you own the business respect. Be accountable. So you need accountability. See, you can never accumulate money or wealth if you are not accountable. It is the accountability that leads you to the accumulation. Many people who are not accountable cannot accumulate money. And number 2, if you don't pay this to your account in the business, account. That's why I spoke about lacta factor. Your ability to track and trace every expenditure, which will take me to see, I'm talking about cash flow. If you cannot trace the monies that are coming in and that are going, how do you manage it? That's why you must pay detail to your account. Number two, you must pay attention and give attendance to your employees and your partners. Those who work for you and those who work with you. Do you know that some businesses closed last year because the business owner never paid attention to the lifestyle of the girl she has employed? When the girl came to work for you, you know how the girl was broke. You know that she can even hardly even whatever. 6 months down the lane, she's with an iPhone. She said, my boyfriend bought it. After 2 months, you saw her dress is changing. Hair is changing. Even the way she talks changed because money changes people. When you come to some money, your look will change, your voice will change, your pitch will change, your confidence will change. So when you are a good businessman, this is where the expert will tell you that you must be observant to decode, to detect, and to scan that. I think they are stealing from you. I think the business is going to go down. People dictate this in too early because you don't pay attention.
You are paying them salary. So
you are paying, no, yes. But you must pay attention. When you pay attention, you can decode what is changing about your business partners and then those who are working for you and those who are working with you. Pay attention to this and pay attention to your receipt, procurement processes. You send them to go and buy goods and they are back. Check receipt. Check it. Be intentional. Don't just leave it, oh, it does not matter. That's overconfidence. And when you're overconfident, you ignore process, you ignore rules, you ignore due diligence, you ignore preparation, and most overconfident people don't even prepare well again, don't even rehearse well again. I'm coming here today. I know everything I'm coming to say. I've never even looked at anything here. I'm talking. There's nothing new I've said so far. Everything is old. But I use 1 hour to still write a new stuff for coming here. I've prepared.
Brilliant.
I have rehearsed. Do you understand that one? My knowledge or my expertise notwithstanding, you still have to. Because when you're overconfident, it can do you shishi. So people should pay attention and give attendance to some of these details. If you can't do that, you'll be flopping. B, budgeting. Do you have a budget for the business? Do you follow your budget? It's important. Then the bills you pay. Pay attention to bills. I'm seeing the B column. Then I talk about behavior. Because your financial freedom largely is about your financial behavior. Financial behavior. Because your lifestyle determines whether the business will grow or it will not grow. One of the key areas where many young businesses collapse is because they call something projected income. They spend their projected income. I think we're going to make some money next month. Like projected. So you are spending it on what? Behavior. Ego. You have to buy a shoe, you have to buy blah, blah, blah. So most businesses can't grow and can't expand and can't extend because your capital is not growing. If your capital must grow, if your capital must expand, you must pay detail and pay attention to that you are not spending your projected income and you are not spending too much of the money because every other interest or dividends or profit must be reinvested back into the business. That's where your capital is growing. Once capital grows, you can expand. Once capital grows, you can diversify. Once you can diversify, you can go to other locations. Most people, they are the same place because why? Capital is not growing. Why? How will capital grow if you are spending your projected income when you are squandering all of this stuff? These are very important. So we have to check your behavior. Monitor your behavior. Monitor the behavior of those who work for you. Monitor the behavior of those who are working with you. It's very key, important. Now see, cash flow. Cash flow is important because there are 3 areas of cash flow. Financing, investing, and then you finance cash flow. Like maybe you are buying new product or new gadget, like maybe MX here. Maybe you have to buy new cameras, you have to buy blah, 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 blah. And then you invest. Maybe you want to do investment and all those. And then you have what you call servicing. You have to pay wages, pay people. Some businesses are profitable businesses. But because of lack of cash flow, they are closing down. I will explain. You bought a lot of iPhones into the system. You have a lot of friends who came and took it on credit. They promised to pay you after 2 months. You are wealthy. When you calculate how much you make on all those money, it's a huge money, but the money is not with you. The money is locked up. The business is profitable, but it doesn't have cash flow. Any business which does not have cash flow will soon stag. And any business that is stagging will soon close down because business is war. You must run. When a customer comes to your shop today, you are not available, you don't have goods. They will come again, you are losing them to somebody else new. So people must not only go for profitable businesses, go for business where the cash flow. That's why you must monitor cash flow. People leave because they are not paying the employees. So people have lost good employees, good great guys because you couldn't pay them, but the money were locked up. There's no cash flow. The cash is not flowing. An economy will go bankrupt if there's no cash flow. We hear once in a while say they should pump some money into the system because there's no cash flow. And these are key important. D, documentation, which I'll run. But my most important one is E, in managing your money this year, which is emotion. Godwin, anybody teaching you to manage your money, but they are not teaching you to manage your emotion, are not helping you. That's why I always say proudly that if you are looking for a world-certified financial intelligence, you have to come to me, because I'm not just a certified financial intelligence specialist. I'm also an emotional intelligence specialist. I can tell you about emotion, because in building wealth, in the school of money, there is financial intelligence, financial personality, and then financial principle. The personality is the behavior, and behavior is largely dictated by our emotions. Emotions and e-money are twin brothers. Emotion, E, the motion, which is your electronical motion. And the electronical motion is what?
This is the first time I've heard this.
It's undergirding your motions. How
motion.
Yes, how you move. So, and you see, business feed on customers. Do you know that most people have lost some money even this month alone because of their emotions? You couldn't handle the customer well. Because every business grow, like I said, with good customer base. If you must win more customers, then your customer relation must be key. And if you must have a good customer relation, you must have a good emotional intelligence skill, empathy, awareness, able to decode their mood, able to decode their feeling, able to navigate, because a lot of customers, some of them are temperamental, some of them are emotional, some are sensational, some are erratic, some are intellectual. You must be able to handle all these kind of people. Can you imagine somebody comes to your shop, she's having a bad day, and you two are having a bad day, and you're not emotionally intelligent? Many people are losing clients and customers because of emotional intelligence. Okay. Even those who work for you, you don't just employ ladies. See, any worker who is working for you who is temperamental, you lose money. Because the girl comes to her because their boyfriend has annoyed her, she becomes emotional, temperamental. She will talk anyhow, speak anyhow, temperamental. Temperamental people can kill your business. If you like anybody listening to me, you should go and check World Trade Forum. They came up with the 10 most important top skills needed for 2025. Let me just attempt and see if I... Yes. So that I want to make a point.
It's a master class.
Yes. Look at that. They said the top 10 skills for 2025. Hear you me. Analytical thinking and innovation, active learning and learning strategies, complex problem solving, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, originality and initiative, leadership and social influence, technology use, monitoring and control, technology design and programming, resilience, stress tolerance, flexibility, reasoning, problem solving, and ideation. This 60% is emotional intelligence. That's why we have left the era where it's only IQ that is reigning. No. We are looking for problem solvers. And to be a problem solver, you must be analytical, innovative. You must be able to work under stress, manage stress, because we are living in a very stressful environment. Most people who are not emotionally sound, they can't make money. And this research also shows that companies and institutions that have strong, emotionally matured workers make more money. But companies where their employees and their workers have low emotional intelligence, cannot navigate through emotions, stress, difficulty, they lose a lot of money. Why? Your emotional maturity is connected to your financial maturity. Your emotional stability is connected to your financial independence. So if you are not in charge of your emotions, bro, you are not in charge of your money. You're not in charge of your business. You're not in charge of your shop. You're not in charge of anything. Because your emotion dictates the pace at which you go. So emotional intelligence is needed, is key in handling your money. So people should not only focus on getting financial intelligence skills, emotional. So that, for example, negotiation. If you are going to have a negotiation with a client, can I give you a secret? Don't go hungry when you are going for negotiation. Because once you are hungry, your brain can't think well. Your brain is starving. Your brain does not have the necessary nutrient and energy to think and talk well. So you are going to talk nonsense. Later thing can irritate you. So going for negotiation, nobody should go hungry. Don't do that. You will lose a deal. because you can't talk well. Because negotiation is mentally draining. It's mentally fatiguing. It needs a lot of relaxedness in your brain. You must be blissful and calm to be able to think through and navigate your way around. So most people cannot even negotiate deals properly because of emotional intelligence. You're losing money. Number two, to bargain properly. You will be a good bargainer when you are emotionally sound. You understand the psychology of human emotion. So you can trick people. You know, I know what to say to make you, oh, okay, okay. All I needed to do is buy the thing and go. It's emotional. Do you get to know that once you're not emotionally sound, emotionally stable, you can do all these things? So emotional maturity is largely connected to financial independence. Emotional maturity is largely connected to how much money you make, how much money you retain, and how much money you can be able to keep around your life.
Apostle, drink some water for me.
Okay,
That's a lot of information. A lot of information. We have to go back to listen to this, watch this interview again to understand everything.
Yeah.
But I'll try my possible best to recap. We started with understanding what money is, money value, you know, and then once you understand what money is, you're going out there this year to the money market to attract it. Okay, you need acquired sense, and then you need expertise sense. And then once you get that, you also need to understand not saving money, but investing money. That money has to flow.
Yes, it has to
so whatever
flow.
money you get,
It should not be stagnant.
don't keep it in the bank. Let it flow so that it can bring you returns. Now, when you're making the profits and you're getting the returns,
reinvest back.
You reinvest.
Yes, don't spend your projected incomes because your capital must grow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And whilst you're doing that, you need to know certain things, and that's when you brought the intelligence and emotional intelligence,
of course,
in understanding money, so that you don't lose it
at all.
Powerful.
At all.
Powerful. Most of the things you said are, because of our time, most of the things you said are in business. I realize that people who own business, but it applies to individuals.
No, it applies to individuals.
Who are earning salaries as well.
See,
right? I have some 2 minutes.
2 minutes. So in a nutshell, let me just tell men and women, for example, emotion. Any young man or any man who wants to keep his money and manage his money must learn how to manage the zip of his trousers. Because your zip and your erection determine how well you spend money. There's no young man who grows money, his conglomerate, who can keep his zip. You lose money. That's an emotion, your sexual emotion. Keep it in check, personal. Even a man, if you have a lot of money right now, you can't control that particular emotion, you're going to lose money. Women know that they have to enter your eyes to enter your pocket. Once she can enter your eyes, you enter your pocket. So in managing your money this year, as a young man, as a man, what must you do? Make sure you protect, you secure the zip of your trousers. Determine that no woman will determine the direction of your erection, because the direction of your erection determines the flow of your money. Whoever is causing your erection can receive your money and seize it. So it's very practical, it's very detailed, that individual should be very disciplined in that area. Okay, what about the women? Also very key, I don't want to just dwell on just the male side. Every lady must understand that you must safeguard the hip of your heart. Because you see, out of your heart, there are the issues of life. A lot of women, if you cannot safeguard your emotion, men will take your money from you. Your emotion, your feelings. You lose all this money.
You start paying men's school fees.
You pay school fees.
Buy cars for them.
Everything.
Rent the house so
everything.
They'll come and stay.
But Godwin, 2 minutes. If you must money
1 minute.
1 minute, money rules. I want to leave
Please.
it with them.
Please.
If you must see, money will tell you that if you must see me tomorrow, you must seize me today. If you save me today, I will save you tomorrow. If you make me today, you invent me tomorrow. I'll come again. If you invest me today, you invent me tomorrow. If you plan for me today, you play with me tomorrow. If you build me today, I'll make you tomorrow. If you respect me today, you inspect me tomorrow. If you are expecting me tomorrow, you must extract me today. The last one, if you waste me today, I will waste you tomorrow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Apostle Theophilus Jeffries, lead pastor and founder of Ever Flourishing City Chapel International, president and founder of Accra College of Professional Coaching and Training Institute, certified life success management, leadership and relationship coach, certified financial intelligence and emotional intelligence coach and therapist, also a transformational marriage counselor. Where can we find you, Apostle?
You always find me. I'm more active on Facebook. I respond more. My office responds more on Facebook. But you can also find me on any other TikTok, Instagram, Apostle Theophilus Jeffries.
Beautiful.
Always.
I'll definitely get in touch. I need to control some part of the emotions to get the money flowing. Thank you so much. My conversation with Apostle is done. Up next, we're hosting Kwesi Otting. Stay.
You know, say you cannot be stopped. I'm a winner, I'm a winner. Doesn't matter what the situation. Go say you're content.